Hi guys, just back from the court. Had some experience, so I thought I would share with you guys. So the matter was regarding landlord tenant eviction notice, section 21 under Housing Act 1988, and state agent, and a few other things. So if you are a landlord or a tenant in the UK, you must know the section 21. So what is section 21? Section 21 is an eviction notice. As a landlord, you can give that notice to your tenant when the tenancy ends. For instance, you have got a 1-year tenancy with a tenant, with someone. The one year finish, the tenant still don't want to leave the property. They still want to stay. In some cases, they don't want to pay the rent. They create damage to the property. They want to stay there. So as a landlord, you are in a bad position. You're losing money every day. At the same time, you have to pay the mortgage. So what do you do in that position? You speak to your lawyer, definitely. And on behalf of you, your lawyer serve a notice under Section 21, Housing Act 1988. And then the matter goes to the court. And if the court is satisfied, court asks the tenant to leave the property as soon as possible. If still they don't want to leave, then there's enforcement order, and then bailiff, they come and then evict the property. They empty the property, and forcefully they get the tenant out. That's what happened. There is another thing I want to discuss, which is if you are in the UK, if you have the property, you want to find a tenant, you go to the estate agent. Who is a estate agent? As you know, if you live in the UK, estate agent is someone who works as a broker or agency. They help the landlord to find a tenant. At the same time, they help the tenant to find a landlord or find a property. So they work for both, and they make money from both ways. It's a very good business anyway. And when the estate agent work on behalf of the landlord and the tenant, when the tenant move to the new property, they pay money in advance. Money in the sense rent in advance. Let's say 1 month rent and 6-week rent deposit, which is they put it in advance just in case if there is any damage or any other problem occurs. Landlord can deduct some money from the deposit scheme. So what happened? That deposit money, let's say 6 weeks deposit, £3,000. That money should be secured in the deposit scheme. There is a deposit scheme in government scheme. Sometimes some some estate agents, they are very naughty. They're very cheeky. They don't put that money in the deposit scheme. Instead, they put that money in the bank and make interest, make money out of that money. So as a landlord, you should always check with your estate agent if they have put that tenant deposit in the deposit scheme or not. If they haven't done it, speak to them and tell them to do it as soon as possible. If they don't do it, as a landlord, you will be in trouble, because at the end of the tenancy, if the tenant don't want to leave the property and you have served a Section 21 notice, you are in big trouble. If the tenant said, okay, hey, I have my deposit money, you didn't put that money in the deposit scheme, then they can claim more money against you than the deposit schemes. Let's say if the deposit money is £3,000 or £2,000, if it's let's say it's £3,000, you end up paying penalty fee £9,000, £3,000 3 times more. Sometimes 5 times more. If it's 5 times more, then it's going to be 3 into 5, £15,000. So as a landlord, you have to be really, really accountable and careful not to lose money. It can happen to many people, and it's happening day in, day out. We working in the law firm, helping people just to make sure that that doesn't happen to other people. If you're a landlord in future, if you are renting the property, make sure those things are in place. If you need any help or assistance, you can contact me or come to my law firm. We can discuss how you can get help to evict your tenant, or if you want to do lease or conveyancing or any other things regarding your property matter, you can always come and talk to me. My number is 0791 508 1322. So far, that's all today. Hopefully, I will bring some more news and views and information and some other matters, sometimes probably out of legal matter, some other things, something very interesting. So thank you for watching. Thank you for today. Have a good day. Bye now.